Hello and good morning, my crafty creatures. It is Thursday. Whew. And I have a whiny dog in the background already. Whew. Deep cleansing breaths. So, today, this page will get finished. Like, hands down, no questions asked. It will get finished. I just gotta find where I need to start, because I have 699 is the big color that we're finishing up today. Well, we're finishing the entire page, but 699 is the biggest color we have. That's only because I've been working on it for a few days. Pixie, for the love of God. And the thing is she's back there. She's just laying there, whining. Like, there's nothing bothering her. She doesn't even have a toy near her. She is literally laying in the background, whining. Because I'm talking to someone that she can't see. I love my long stream, don't get me wrong, but my meds don't start to kick in until about 10, which is why I generally start my stream at 10. And why I don't go later in the afternoon is I have to cook and be domesticated and stuff like that. Whew. So, I've been cleaning out as part of getting my new streaming space fixed up. I've also been cleaning the area with like all of my dragon statues and sculptures and stuff like that. I've been taking those down, cleaning them up, and organizing them. And they all had like a lot of shelf space up there. Because if nothing else, the attic has a lot of shelf space. So I have most of series 2 through 6 of McFarlane's Dragons. And I just put up the shelf here. I know on my screen it's itty bitty, so I can only imagine on a cell phone, but I put up this shelf here just before stream. And it has like 4 dragons on it right now. One is out of view because that's just because it's not in frame. But but I have like 5 more I gotta de-dust and get up on the shelf. It's all good. I don't figure it'll be too awful. Oh my goodness, I'm already hot and yucky. I should maybe think about like an air conditioner, turning it on or something like that. You know, normal sane people stuff. But so today is my last stream of the week. I'm getting my eye poked. Get my eye poked tomorrow, so blah. It's eye pokies and an extra long shift. So that's what I get tomorrow. Eye pokies and work. Though I do get a nap before I. Oh, oh, okay. So last night was a good night. Like I was working with two of the. I mean, my 3 to 11 shift is awesome. They're all just get the job done, do it right, kind of people. So I have a good crew. Nobody else seems to think I have a good crew, but I have a good crew. And so we have one lady who is like obsessed with Flonase. Like her Flonase, she doesn't have her Flonase, she cannot sleep at night. It is the end of the world. And last night we couldn't find her Flonase. So the person manning that cart's like, Sarah, I can't find her Flonase. Where is it? It's in the MAR, the medical access record. Or the medical administration record, I should say. It's on the MAR, but where is it? It's not in the drawer. And I am concerned at this point because it is. There's orders for it. It should be in the drawer, and I was on those carts the previous night. And I know I didn't take it out of the drawer. So, insert Benny Hill music here as we try to find the fucking Flonase. Oh, ad starts in a few. So I have to destroy some meds because a lady went out without telling us, and she missed her med window, so I had to destroy meds. And I was going to the destruction room, and in going in the destruction room, I found the Flonase, and I'm gonna wait till after these ads for our epic conclusion. If the ads actually start, I don't know. The timer could be off. No ads? Okay. So in looking for all of this and wondering what the fuck, I have learned that nasal spray is good for 90 days after you open it. Because we have a state inspection coming up. So I was like, well, maybe it expired because we did open it in April. I'm like, but I would have caught it sooner than that. No. Nasal spray is good for 90 days after you open it. So that wasn't the problem. It's like, maybe it got changed. Nope, that wasn't the problem. The problem was the coworker on the day shift didn't see it in her meds to give. So she assumed that it was all done and that we could take it out of the drawer. Mind you, this lady only gets her Flonase at bedtime because it's her crutch to sleep. I don't know how clearing your nasal cavities is going to help you sleep. Well, I do, but to the level that this lady is at is ridiculous. So I had messaged her and she's like, "Oh yeah, oops, my bad. Like it was nothing." And I'm like, "For the love of God." So yeah, that was the most excitement for that night, for last night. Like, where the fuck was the nasal spray? Oh, okay, there are the ads. But and I mean, we went through all the paperwork to figure out, because this lady is off her rocker, and we'd like to keep her calm. We just like to keep her calm because if she doesn't get what she wants immediately, she fixates on it for a week and drives us all bananas. Oh yeah. Yeah. It could be that my Pando is not properly configured as well, so it's. But yeah, the previous worker was like, "Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. I didn't see it on the Mar." I'm like, "She only gets it at bedtime. You wouldn't see it on the Mar. Did you look forward? Did you look backwards to double check?" And she's like, "Oh, I didn't see the order for it." So I took a picture of the order as I was staring at it. Oh, I must have missed it. It's the only F. They're all alphabetical. It's the only fucking F. And this, my friends, is why I'm not a supervisor. Is because of incidents like that just drive me up a wall. Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. And the fun part about this area I'm working is on the cross stitch. Switching back to cross stitch, um, is I have to pay attention because there's a lot of small colors that we will be. There's going to be a lot of color switching today, so I don't have a stitch count. My goal is to, in 3 hours, finish this page, which is a possibility. I can do it. But it means until I until I get done this ginormous color, I have to be careful. It is definitely a nice change from not call dance, from divine, because that's a lot of black that I'm working on right now. But like super up close, I'll try to take pictures of super up close. Um, it's a lot of color variation. And also, I know I don't I know I don't use TikTok for like my products or anything like that, like I probably should be, but I I finally got a video of Pixie being silly. Pixie is a very serious dog. She's very like aggressive. She just has a serious demeanor. She's very stoic, and even when she's playing, she's very serious about it. And today, while I was working on getting up, she decided to be silly, and she was silly long enough for me to get my camera and turn it on to video. That was like halfway through. By the time she what she does is she pile drives her face into the bed, and then she does her like wiggle waggle butt thing, and it was so cute. I was so glad that I was able to get it on camera. Like Pixie has resting bitch face. Like that is. I keep saying her name, so I'm gonna have to pay the toll here in a second. Here she comes. She did one of two things. She got up and walked away because she was tired of hearing her name, or she's working on coming in. What one is it? Oh, are you here to collect your toll? You are. I know, it's awful to be the pig. It's awful to be the pig. I know. And the reason we call her pig is because she squeals like a pig when she's excited. Good girl. Yeah. I got wags. I get wags. It's all good. I'm petting Pixie, so. Okay. Oh, Adam. If you guys are busy, I'm fully capable of wrangling Hutchie Mom. and Hutchie is fully capable of being wrangled. She might make it fun for me. So here's what I got so far. Jules has 6 book entries, and Hutchie has 2 presents entries because presents this month is Helix Heart. It's the rainbow helix that I have on my shop with the heart. That pattern kit that I sell, I'll be doing it on a custom dyed piece of fabric, and that's what's going out. Let's see. My stream of, let's see. We got okay. Doopy doo. Okay. Okay, well, let's see. Hachi, how many books did you redeem? I can't count. Five books, okay. I got the presents. Presents were pretty easy, but the books. Okay, I got it. For my highly scientific random number generator at the end of the month. Mm-hmm. I get to do fun things like pay bills after stream today. That's the adulting that I get to do. Is I got paid today, so I'm going to pay all my bills. Mm-hmm. Aha! How is your sleep study going? Ooh, my goodness. I've actually been sleeping pretty good. Once I get to sleep, I've been sleeping pretty good. Yes, yes. Because sleep is the most important meal of the day. Let's see. Yesterday, okay, so yesterday was a trip. So yesterday I had therapy, which was good. Talked about I had a real conversation with my therapist about how I process anger as myself, not how I process the external stimuli that is someone being angry at. It was a conversation on how I process anger as an emotion. Because stopping and thinking about it, I do get annoyed very easily. But I have no real use for anger. And for me it's an anger is fine to have. Like I don't see it as a negative necessarily, but I see no point in causing someone harm because I'm upset. And I've watched through my life how anger aimed improperly or used poorly can destroy someone. That someone being me, and how that I worked with my therapist about like how I've managed to turn my anger annoyance into a productive emotion. And it was a good conversation, because being angry, again, process it, work through it, that kind of thing. But aiming it at other people and weaponizing your anger for malintent, like if it's a passion project, use it towards the good of your passion project. Don't go destroying other people. Like I don't see the point in that. 5 hours is too many hours to sleep. And we had a good conversation about that. And it was a good preemptive wind down, because after that I had to go to work to sit through an insurance meeting. Now, I have been at the same place of work for 2.5 years now. And in those 2.5 years, I have had improper insurance for most of it. I have been struggling, and simply staying alive has been very, very difficult. So they started talking about this program that I knew they had, that I was unaware that you actually had to sign up for. I thought when they got your information and saw your stuff that they would be like, oh, hey, they qualify for this. Let's reach out to them and have them sign up. No, 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 no. I was a dear sweet summer child. I actually have to reach out to them to sign up for their chronic ill specialty program, where they have things like scholarships for insulin pumps and durable medical equipment, where they have, and I need to talk to the person because I think I've signed up for it and tried, and I think it's just hogwash. But the fact that I've been trying for 2.5 years and not once has this program come to light. And I was talking with another person who uses the insurance for her super duper not feeling so great husband, and we were both like, did you know about this? She's like, no. And she's the one running the insurance, and they never spoke to her about this. And I'm like, nope. And she's like, nope. I'm like, seriously, motherfuckers. So we're gonna see where that goes. That's gonna be a project. But I sat through that meeting, and with any hope, it will work out later on. Okay, so okay. Oh, and like for sleep, I generally fall asleep around. I think last night I fell asleep around 1:30, and I generally wake up around 7:30. I think today I woke up at 5, and I generally take my Synthroid and I just go back to sleep or stay, like, I just lay in bed. If I go back to sleep, great. If not, eh. But I generally only get 6 or 7 hours every night, so I totally understand. Then there are the fun days where I go to sleep at 3 and I wake up at 7. No, that's not what I want. Really? Damn it. Okay. I accidentally highlighted all the stitches of the color that was left on the page, and that's not what I wanted. So now, fortunately I hit clear, and I can just re-highlight what I was working on. So Dragon, do you like our 2 new flagpoles at the White House? Okay. You know what's really, really sad about all of that? There are people who legitimately get distracted enough by, oh my goodness, he put 2 new gorgeous flagpoles that they forget about everything else that's going on in the world. Like, that's mildly terrifying in my brain. That they can be look at the birdied so easily. Mhm. And the pen too. Have fun. We'll see you later. We are. It's like, why are we in this handbasket? Why is it getting warm? My brain froze. Please hold. I would like it to like reboot itself. Dude, the hold music is really bad today. Yeah, lucky for me. And they. This is what bothered me is they and don't get me wrong. I'm grateful as fuck, but the insurance made a big dog and pony show about how my employer is covering the extra costs of how the rates went up and everything like that. And I'm over here and I didn't make anyone cry because I had to leave to start my shift because they scheduled this thing at 2. So I was like I can stay for 45 minutes and they spent most of their time talking up this program called Firefly. And it's a great apparently it's a great telehealth kind of thing, and if my doctor retires and I'm still in my current place of employment, um it seems like it would be a really useful resource. But at the same time, I was like, I have questions I want to ask. Could you guys move on along with your presentation so I can ask my questions, which I didn't, of course. So I but they were such sales. They're like, yeah, your employer really covered the costs, where generally people toss it up to their employees, and it's like, I've dealt with higher pulls from my uh paycheck. How about just cover my shit? But I'm gonna give this program a chance. I have like no faith in it, but I will give it a chance, and we will see. Mm. I think I'm gonna, cause okay, so this is where life starts getting complicated. So I have this line down to the bottom, and I have this clump of color down, and I think this is too. So I think I'm gonna fill in these gaps, and I'm probably gonna have to switch colors or switch string, and then fill in that, and then go back up to this chunk side over here and finish out 699. But we're getting there. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. I really am scraping by on spite. And that's what makes me giggle, is I'm filled, like, with my anger conversation with my therapist. I am filled with rage. I am absolutely, I will not deny it, I am filled with absolute fucking rage. But I channel it appropriately. Like, I am, on the inside, a very, very angry, frustrated, spiteful, bitter person. I'm not going to deny it. That's the base level of my emotion most days. But living in those emotions doesn't do me any good. It doesn't do anybody else any good. So I turn it into, I refine it into spite to make everybody else pissed off that I exist. And it works. It works well. If you are a hate-filled, angry person, refine it into spite, my good friends, and make everybody else suffer just because you exist. You can have sunshine, rainbows, and spite. Oh, and so I finally like managed to beat one of TikTok's algorithms. So I'm on type 1 TikTok, and like that's the beauty and the scary thing about TikTok is when you find your groove in the right part of the algorithm, you don't feel alone. But then at the same time, it kind of feels like, well, why is this still a problem? Because everybody's talking about it. It intentionally puts up the blinders. And a lot of the type 1 diabetics I see are kids. God, I feel old. A lot of the type 1 diabetics I see are in their early to mid 20s. Still feeling old. I've seen a couple in their early 30s. Feel less old with that one. But finally today, I saw one that he appears to be my age or older, and he was talking about I've run into the situation where people get upset that you give your shot to yourself in public. Now this guy actually had a pen. Now I'm not privy to pens right now. Hopefully if they can't get me a pump, I can at least start using a pen. And he's like, well, he was doing both the characters, and one character is like, well, I don't feel comfortable with you doing that in public, and I've run into this. And him as a diabetic's going, well, I don't feel like dying a slow, painful death because my sugar's too high. And he sticks himself in the arm and proceeds to inject himself with insulin. And I giggle so much because it happens. I make dark, crass jokes because I have vials and syringes. So that makes it look even worse. And I try to go to a bathroom stall, or I try to make sure that I'm not fully exposed. But at the same time, I'm like, dude, no. I like filling in the spots. So excited about a page finish. La 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 la. And if you think I'm having deep thoughts in my head, I am not. I am honestly trying to figure out how old I am. I'm sitting over here going, am I 42 or am I 43? I thought I needed to share that with you because sometimes when it looks like I'm deep in thought or like super concentrating on my cross stitch, no, my friends, no, I'm I'm thinking about things like, oh, what about this? Well, what about this? So there no thoughts. Okay, I gotta move my stuff around. Oh, whoops. I filled in 2 spots that I shouldn't have. Oh well. They'll be okay. There are no deep thoughts. No lumps or bumps. All smooth. I was doom scrolling, and if I have the finances, I'm gonna buy 2 more of those. I actually think I want bigger ones, but I'm gonna purchase 2 more of those fan light fixtures that I bought on Temu, because the one up in the attic, I turned the light off, but I've had the fan running since I bought it because it's good air movement. And running beautifully. Today's supposed to hit 80 at some point, and this weekend, like, I'm kind of pumped because this weekend is actually supposed to be nice, and I will be outside. I'll be outside in my coveralls underneath my addition, making sure that it is pumped up a little bit. Only when yes. So at work last night, it has been decided that I'm not a supervisor because I don't have any of the supervisor powers. I'm a squad leader, because really the only people who actually respect anything that I have to say are the people on my shift, because I know my shit. Like, I'm not dumb, and I'm not necessarily a pushover. I try to treat everybody with dignity and respect, and I try to make sure that the shift goes as smoothly as possible. But only my shift seems to respect that. So I have downgraded myself from supervisor because I don't have any of the supervisory powers, or like they try to pile on the responsibilities, and I'm like, no. So I'm a squad leader. Like, the 3 to 11, I got their backs, they got mine. Like, we tight, yo. And that's about it. But I was talking to one of the guys, and everybody, this is actually, yeah, everybody on my shift except for me are now men, except for one per diem, or actually both the per diems are 3 to 11, but they only work 2 days a week and every other weekend. So I'm not always, I think they cover my days off. And they've both been there longer than me. But all of the others are military or federal government. Like, I have an air traffic controller. He's the mentally stable one, and I'm the responsible adult. So together we make a great team. And then we have a temporary guy who was in the Navy, and then we have another part-timer who was in the Navy. Like, my shift is like mishmash together. I'm the only full-time employee on my shift. and it was just so funny. It's like I'm a squad leader, like, and they're like, yeah, that's pretty much what you are. But if you got a good if you got a good squad, that's all you need. I'm like, damn, Skippy. You know, I adore I adore my crew, but I don't. No, one of them is a crafter, but he's more he's a metalsmith. And so like he's the one that I'm doing the T-Rex art trade with. And so my prototype T-Rex went to one of the little old ladies who adores it. She's like, "Oh my goodness, I needed this so much." I'm like, "I know. Here. Um I need to hop in and start making little green T-Rex." But all the other guys are they one of the air traffic controller likes cars. Um he's a very happy-go-lucky guy too, because I think he from working in air traffic control for 25 years is also filled with rage and spite. um I'm gonna tell him that tomorrow. He has today off, but I'm gonna tell him that tomorrow. um and then I'm not quite sure where the what the temp guy likes to do. So I was telling him about the Cajun squirrels that I have. I was watching a TikTok, and a guy was like, "They say if you put red pepper flakes in your bird seed, the birds will get shinier feathers because it's good for the capsaicin is good for them, but squirrels will hate it." And I had to comment because I have Cajun squirrels. I've had squirrels dead eye me while they eat the bird seed that is just covered in red pepper or cayenne pepper and pepper flakes. I've had them dead eye me and be like, "Bitch, thanks for seasoning the food." So here in Maine, we have Cajun squirrels, or at least I have Cajun squirrels, and I haven't bothered since because whatever, assholes. But so I told him, he's like, "Those squirrels are tenacious." I'm like, "Yeah, husband creature and I want to set up a pneumatic squirrel launcher where they sit on the launch pad, and it can either be automatic if they sit there for more than 5 seconds, or just have it be on a random timer after it's activated, or we want to be able to hit a button and just launch the squirrels." Woohoo! Closing in on this section being done. Let's be fair, I don't care that much. The squirrels have stopped trying to live in my house, so that also comes with parts of me like actually fixing up where they've been getting in. At least I fixed up one of their entries. I do have to fix up the other one, but that's at the other end of the attic, so that's gonna be a hot second before I do that. Ta-da! We got a section. We got this section all done. Now we have whatever I have in here. Some of it's grapes, some of it's leaves. Not 100% sure. Ah. Well, I'll do it for you, Dragon. I will get some of that, and I will try to set up my video cameras to record it. Cause yeah, basic bitch spicy, which I can't even handle, so I don't know why I'm insulting the squirrels. But that level of hot is they're like, bitch, please. So I want now you got me curious. You are a bad person. I can hear you cackling. I can hear those giggles. You don't need to. No, we're fine. I can finance my science experiments, my squirrel experiments. I just have to move my camera. That's going to be the pain in the ass. Is I'm going to move the backyard camera and have it closer to the. I'm going to move it so it's closer to where this bird feeders are, so I can catch it up close. Let's see. Where is it remaining? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I'm almost done. This color. Okay, so, quite literally, I have this area left of 699, and then we do a whole bunch of piffle colors. And I apologize that I it's gonna be a lot of color jumping after 699 is done. But it's more than 10 stitches per color. I did manage to save that. Is the World of Wall a good place to get the Reaper stuff? Or I could probably ask Husband Creature. He likes spicy food. Okay, so I don't like Insta Hot. I don't like your sauces. I don't mind a slow build up, like a lot of curries I actually really enjoy. Mind you, it's the mild curries, but I do enjoy curries because it's a layer of heat. Like it layers itself. And I can take a break from it. And my aversion from spicy stuff comes from when I was little. I was starved and then force-fed spicy food, and it kind of did a number on me. So I am very not fun with spicy food. I will Amazon. I got paid today, so after I pay my bills. Bills first, everybody. Bills first. Was there any? Okay, there are, so. Okay. Yeah, capsaicin is good for bird feathers, so. Just so you guys know, the mail truck is here, so at least I think it's the mail truck. It sounds like the mail truck. Oh, this makes me sad, Panda, that I'm gonna have to get a new piece of string. Finish this color out. I thought I had enough. Okay. Whew, it's 10. I think we're gonna get a page finished relatively soon. I know. Okay. Ah, super excited. I like completing things. It gives me the dopamine. I wasn't sure if it was a sneeze or a burp, or maybe both. But sneezing and burping at the same time can be dangerous because sometimes it can make you can make you puke. Don't ask how I know. I'm sure you guys are smart enough to know how I know. And when I go to the next round of colors, I'm just going to go in numerical order because there's like 5 of them left. And then after I get those 5 done, I'll scour the page for bits that for colors that I may have missed because it was literally one stitch in the middle of nowhere. And generally I save this joy for off screen, but I'm finishing the page today, and you guys are gonna watch me make it threatening cross stitch. You don't know why you came here, but now you're stuck. Oh, hi! We're getting a page finished today. We're doing it. Almost DC'd. But it came back. I forgot And that reminds me, I forgot to pull my broadcast, my wireless off public broadcast. There were signs. There were signs, folks. Actually. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 5. Because it's quite literally just one stitch right here on the next page, and there's nothing around it for miles. And future me will thank past me. There we go. 699. We have a color finish. We have a color finish. Let's see. I do actually know how to use my sound card. I just don't. Okay. Now, I gotta put 699 away, and I gotta pull out whatever the next color is for the colors that I dub the alone colors, because they're generally very small amounts of color. But they need to be done. Okay. And here's hoping I have all the colors, because if not, well, we're gonna go to the craft store after stream, and I'll get what I can done, because I'm looking at 702, and I forget if I actually went and I bought 702 or I couldn't find it, so I'm not sure. So we might not have all the colors we need. You would think I would have all the colors by now, but I do not. Yeah. 699. Done. Now I gotta find back where it goes. 699. Is that? No, that's 677. 702. 701. Yay! 702. Yay! Okay, yeah, I remember this color because I washed it. Yeah. Yeah, I washed the color. It's clean. See, it holds its color. It got washed. It holds its color. And the only reason I remember is because I just pulled parts of its label off. Okay. 702. So yeah, we have we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors left to do that I know of that I yeah. There's always those random colors that I just didn't pick up on, but apparently there's dense fog. This is the best text message ever. So, my vet sends out, because I asked him to, sends out text notification. So I'm going to read this. I'm going to read this for you guys. This is Broadway Veterinary. Pixie and Cesar are due for service in 30 days. First of all, they're living creatures. We do not service. Well, we should not service or use that phrasing with living creatures. They're due for their shots. 7:02. Close it down in, and we're gonna find out where I need to focus my energy. Really, that's it? Huh. Okay. Makes it really easy, but it's 2 spots right here, and it is the curvies right there. Yep, it's the curvies down and into this area here, but we'll see how much of it actually still exists, because that's the area that I messed up. She can be cute. I like looking through my TikTok, like looking at what videos get the most views. Honestly, the ones with the filters, like I don't hashtag any of the filters that I use, because when I'm doing it, I'm just having fun. It's fun with filters for a reason. I don't hashtag, but like my Little Pony ones have a good solid 200, 300 views. Like good solid. Most of my videos have about 500 views, and I'm more than pleased with that. Like, my videos are absolute bullshit. Like, they're fun. I have fun doing them. And TikTok today reminded me that I need to download the photos of the My Little Ponies and finish editing the video that I have in drafts. Maybe it'll get done today. But dog videos are so much easier to put together because you turn on your camera and you let your dogs be silly. Okay. 7:02. That was the weird ones in a weird area. Actually, I'm not gonna end it there. I'm gonna go out into the next page because it's the only Now I can move back over. Yeah, 702 is actually a really small color comparatively. It only has 1100 stitches on the entire project. So, and well, yes, I've had entire projects less than 1100 stitches. When you're as large as Captain Penis, 1100 is not that much. Hello, Spoopy. How you been? How you been, my friend? So, so, you've been away for a bit. My bestie wrote a book. I'm giving away 2 copies. The book's redeem is a good entry for my book, my best friend's book. It's autographed. Yeah, let's see if I can open it. I'm trying not to. It's autographed. And it comes with a pen too. Like, I don't know what I'm. Pens too. And also presents this month is on my. I'm just too lazy to go find the picture I have of it to show off. On my website, if you go to Pattern Place, it is the Rainbow Helix with the heart. That's this month's presents finish. I'll be using a custom dyed piece of fabric, and that's June's presents. We now officially have a competition. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woohoo! I don't cap entries. So how I draw is everybody on the day of drawing, like, you can, up until I'm ready to hit the button, I assign, like, for example, right now it's you, Jules, and Hutchie. Like, you'd get 1 through 5. Hutchie would get 6 through 11, like that kind of thing. And then I use a random number generator, and whatever number it lands on, that's the person in those chunks that gets that. And I got 2 of them, so 2 people will win books. But I've read the book. It is a great book. It actually kind of swapped my brain over into wanting to start doing the reading thing again. Like, I like to read, but dyslexia is very frustrating. And of course I can't do anything half-assed. I have the word floaty dyslexia, so the word order sometimes doesn't make sense. I'm very generous with my points. If people come to watch me, I want to give stuff away. I want the interaction. So it's that and I'm not gonna lie, there's a little bit of free advertising involved. I'm getting better at that. Like, I'm getting better at, like, hey, look at my shit. It is okay. So let me. Okay, I'll read. I'm gonna turn down my. I'm gonna turn down my music, and I'm gonna read the back of the book for you guys. So, to believe in that other world, she must first learn to believe in herself. The signs were always there, the footsteps, the cries, the melancholy music from a faraway place. Though Melissa Roberts lives alone, she chooses not to believe in superstitions. Locked in the rational prison of her closed imagination, she must open her mind and soul to that other place before it's too late. For the voices are rising, the footsteps draw closer, until the music is deafening. She must prepare herself. She must become the straw girl. They are coming for her. Okay. Let me go back up and count. This is a good little break. Okay. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, another 5. My little... I need to go raid my dry erase room. I do. I have an entire room that back in the day, I bought bought dry erase panel. And I don't use that room anymore, but I'm going to steal its paneling and do stuff. And in all honesty, though I don't advertise it, any of those helixes, if you reach out to me, any of those helixes, it will only be on white Ada. If you want dyed Ada, it'll be different. But $25 will get you one of those made for you, mounted on a piece of acid-free framing board, and it will get it sent out to you. They're relatively simple, but on a piece of dyed Ada, it's $30. It's not like exorbitantly more expensive, but I can do that, but I don't want to open it up out there because I'm scared that I would get a high demand, and that's terrifying. Because they take me about 4 hours to make. So it is truly a labor of love, and you have to be paying attention and actually hear me offer to know that I do that. Was I supposed to do that? No. My bad. I got distracted. I put it in the wrong hole. Fortunately, I know where my last text was. There. And with books and presents, I cover like all expenses, so not. I live less than 2 miles away from the post office, and it still takes me forever to get stuff out. So once you've won, please bear with me. I will get it. I will get it out. I promise. I don't dupe people, but sometimes it takes me a hot minute. Like I still have Dragon's Fairy Dragon here because I have other plans. Like I'm planning a big shipment. Big shipment. I mean, what? Closing in the spots. I honestly, most of the time, I can do all the work and just pay and print, and they pick it up. But sometimes, like when I try to ship anything to Canada, and I suspect if Hutchie wins anything, I'll have to actually go to the post office and be like, yo, it's nothing that's gonna kill anybody. It's not Moxie. Here I come to save the day. Yay, Echolalia! Well, well, it is Florida. Oh, so frustrating. This little area is all I have left, and I'm gonna have to start a whole new piece of string for it. You know what? I'm gonna save myself a little bit of trouble and just start a new piece now. I generally when I have to go to the post office, I will use it. I will go before I have to go to work because I'm not in a hurry to get to work. But at the same time, it's less of an ew than work. So maybe someday I will not ew when I have to go to work. It's not even ill about the work itself. Like, I actually enjoy the job that I do. It's everything else. Like, most people are like, yeah, I love my job until customers get involved. No. I adore my residents. That's not even the problem. I guess it's the underlying social structure that is never like fully acknowledged in most circumstances. It's hard. Like, I think part of the reason I don't get along with some people is they have a title and they expect me to respect the title, and they expect me to respect them because they hold that title, and no. That's not how that's not how Raw plays things. I will respect you when you are you have proven that you are worth the level of respect you're demanding. Everybody gets base level respect. I'm not a rude, crass person. Everybody gets base level respect for their position / title. Base level. If you're my boss, I'll listen to you for the most part. But I'm not going to ass kiss. I just guess I'm not good at ass kissing. Because I've watched it. I've watched people try to crawl up a superior's ass to gain favor, and I'm like, either you're gonna like me or you're gonna hate me. Could you figure it out so we can build our relationship? Three more stitches of this color. At least I think so. I'll have to scan the page first. And yep, the meds have started to kick in, so I'm feeling a lot less tired and a lot more I wouldn't say focused. I found a really like level hit TikTok. It was just pictures. It wasn't actually a person, about things that ADHD meds actually do, and like they they open the door. They don't push you through the door, was like the biggest thing for me. It's like, no, ADHD did not, the meds did not change me. They did not change who I was. They simply made it easier for me to be a halfway functioning human being. They opened the door. They didn't create the structures for me to walk through. They held back some of the flood so that I could walk across the river. Okay, so let me look at the calendar here, because it's gonna be at the end of the month. I'll try to do it on a Thursday. Well. If it isn't the consequences of our actions, it's a memory that I have. It's a cross stitch, and I think I might need to do it. Okay. Okay, so Monday, June 30th, since the last day of the month falls on a day that I stream that I generally don't have to cancel. June 30th. And I'll reach out to you because I have you on Discord too. If people win prizes, I do find them. Okay, 799 is all done. Color finish. Kind of how it is with I hate to toss this comparison out there, Jules, but like it's kind of how it is with the dog's vet appointment. They're like, hey, hit this link to see availability, and like I'm not particularly fussy on who the vet is. Like as long as they treat my dogs well and they listen to me. Most of my animals, save for the very end, have had very, very healthy lives, and none of the issues that they passed from would have been picked up on a routine physical. And so, like, I don't really mind who the vet is. Both Cesar and Pixie just need their vaccinations. But like, there's no availability. I'm like, I just need the morning time. I don't care who it is, but my days off are so wonky that and heaven forbid I ask for a day off. Yeah. Gotta mark off what I just got done. Just got 702 done. Next color is 798. That's 91. I guess 798 is over in Divine because it's one of those big blues. Seriously? Jeez. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's 930. That's 500. That's 791. I'm gonna have to look for this color. Oh my goodness. Big jug of string. This is almost full of string for each one of the big projects. Has it? Is this? Yes, it is. Woohoo! Okay. So so I get to dump it in my lap and do a cursory search. Oh, my goodness. Okay. I'll show you guys the pile of string once it's carefully out of the container. Okay, so mind you, I'm not super duper big, but that's the pile of string that is called ants. And it's like a mountain. It's not dainty at all. I'm looking for a dark blue, so at least I think it's a dark blue. It is a dark blue. All these other colors. I can definitely tell when it's almost time for me to get my eye shots. Is it starts getting harder to see. 939, that's a whole nother nightmare. 310, another nightmare from another cross stitch. I think 798 might be the one that I couldn't find. 150. And if that's the case, that's fine. I'll still call it a page finish if I get everything but that color done. Mm-hmm. 902. 820. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. 798. I thought I had it. 780. My soul feels heavy. I'm dragging my feet. I'm just a soldier in the morning defeat. Staring at the ceiling, paralyzed. It's a fight just to open my eyes. Foggy headed, slow and dazed. Struggle to get out of bed in a mental haze. Signs aching, the won't line up right. Wish there was a switch. Those aren't shades of blue. 79. Not blue. 3. $7.91. See lots of skin tones, huh? Okay. The pile is shrinking. And I'm not getting any closer to finding the color that I need. Huh. Might be a bust. 400. Okay. And I generally try to get this kind of shenanigans all done before stream, but it's just that kind of day. Shenaniganery. This is a pretty color. There's 702. There's the other 702. A lot of 823 and 939. Much like Divine is. This is not that color. Not the color pattern. Not the color scheme that I'm looking for. Like that. Oh. Too light. Yeah, it might be that. that I have to go out and find it. I thought I had it, but I was wrong. Okay, so 798 is above. Let's see. I don't think it was a whole. Actually, it was kind of a large chunk. So I'll get the other ones done and I'll explore. I'll explore other up. That's 91. That's 99. Maybe I got it out of order. I'll look. I'll look a little deeper. Oh, oh, oh! I do have it. I did find it. 798. It looks like I'm gonna need to buy more or find where I have more, because I'm sure I do. Huh. For those of you who hung out with Buffalo Woman, she had a lot of the 790s, so I had, and I still thought I had a lot of the colors left over, but I'm gonna either have to look or go out, or I might have to leave my house, folks. Like that's kind of terrifying. Not gonna lie. No. On Saturday, since Husband Creature does his every other weekend with the guys, I that's when I do my slow time girly shopping. Like that's when I'll hit up all the thrift stores. Cause Husband Creature will go shopping with me, but I know he does not enjoy it. He does not enjoy that I circle around a lot. Like if I'm casually shopping, I will zip through and see if there's anything I like, and then I'll go to another place, and then I'll go back to the spot where I just was. It sometimes it's frustrating even for me, but that's what it is. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think honestly, I think 798 is probably the biggest color that I have left because it fills in all of these grape spots. Oh, some of them. There's a little bit of jumping around, so. Mm-hmm. There's that. Mm-hmm. Okay. That was a bit of a reach. There's there's potential for bad tension there, but I'll make sure it's loose before I go too wild and crazy. Closing in. Okie doke. Sheesh. This is moving a little faster. I'm pleased that it's moving faster than I thought it would, but how far over do I go from here? Oh, I've summoned crying. It's a rough thing when I'm streaming. When I say okay or okie doke or anything of any sort of platitude, they think that I'm all done. The dogs, they being the dogs, and then they start a riot, and I'm like, really, guys? Okay. Pixie, enough, please, thank you. Pixie, your brother doesn't want to play. Oops. I summoned both of them. It's the boy. Oh my goodness, it's the boy. Oh, it's the boy. Oh. It's the boy. Oh. Cesar is very shy, so I enjoy when he comes to visit. Pixie oozes confidence. Like, Pixie has enough confidence for both her and Cesar, and like half the world. Unless it's scary, unless it makes noise, then she'll be weary of it. Okay, go lay down, guys. Go lay down. No, all down. Go lay down. Hey, I heard you. Go lay down. Go lay down. Couche. Oh, fine. I'll pet you too. She's like, you pet him and not me. Sibling rivalry. Guys, you're fine. It's not time yet. Go lay down. How does it smell like a pet store in your car? Like, you don't have any pets. Go lay down, guys. And funny enough, yesterday I had to get in and out. Yeah, yesterday I had to get in and out of my car a lot, and my car was stinky, and I was like, oh dear sweet Jesus. So before I went to work, I brought my return bottle bag, and I brought a trash bag, and I cleaned, and I brought some Febreze, and I took all the trash out. I took all the bottles and cans out, because here in Maine we get 5-cent return. I know a few other states have the returnable thing, which I would encourage other states to do, because it cuts down on litter, and you get metal and glass back, like, so you can reuse it. Oh yes. The black earth will definitely make your car smell like a pet store. More like a farm. Let's be fair. More like a farm. So, and then after I got all the trash and all the bottles and cans out, and I took the winter stuff out finally, because let's be fair, I didn't trust winter. I still don't fully trust that winter is gone. Let's just be fair. I still don't trust it. but I took all the winter stuff out. I took my compressor out because I only need that for my studs, which I need to get to a tire store, and I need to get my tires restudded and re-glued and balanced and stuff like that. Okay. But then I hotboxed my car with Febreze, so it doesn't smell like a pet store anymore. It actually smells kinda okay. I do really need to get down there and scrub. I'm gonna use the KOE stuff that I have, and I might do it. I might do it this week, as long as it's sunny, because it needs to be sunny so that my car can heat up enough for it to dry up. Oh, god damn it. I got over enthusiastic. I have to pull some stitches. I'm not playing today. Really? There we go. Hmm. Hmm. closing in on another color finish. Not that anyone should really be surprised at this point, because we're on the final colors. Doop-a-doo. Okay. I have a mile and a half that I have to drive to work. And the level of stupidity, mind you, it's through the middle of downtown. Like, it is right, like, most of my drive is right through the middle of downtown. Like, I'm not even, I'm being literal. It's down through the middle of downtown. And downtown Bangor is a blip. It's very compact. And just, I don't have any words, because it's not difficult. I could see where it could be confusing if things weren't labeled, but all the lanes are labeled. Like, some days I like going down there just to watch the idiots. And I have before. I have gone down there just to watch traffic and people combined into one hot mess. See, it's the opposite where I am. The speed limit's 25, not 50. Okay, so that's all done. And that. Okay, 798 is all done. Woohoo. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I need thoughts and comments. Should I, like, when I have Divine, the finished picture of Divine, should I have the same thing with Call Dance, or do you think people would be a little startled? Oh yeah, that's dangerous. Like, that's just dangerous. Okay, there's that. $7.98 is all done on this page. Yeah, and for a brief moment, I forgot that you were talking about kilometers and not miles, but still. I was in first grade when they tried to switch over to when they were trying to switch doing the whole kilometers when they were trying to get America to do metric. And I firmly believe it messed up my perception of everything. Okay. 798 is all done. Okay, 803 is next. Eight oh 803 is very light. 803, very light. Gotta zoom out. Zoom out. Okie doke. Okie doke, don't you know? So this color actually is filling it. It's the lighter for the grapeys, the grape. I know 909 is a green, and it probably fills in all these random blank spots. And then I get to figure out which colors I missed where and fill those in. So because I have 803 here, which is not a huge color. I have 909, and I have 3857, which I also think it's either, honestly, it's either green or dark blue. It could be brown. It could be the brown that's right over here. But with the section I'm working on now, once I'm done this page, down here has the page below it has one spot in the entire page that I can reach while I'm still connected to the thread that I'm working on up here. So you bet your buttons that's what I'm going to do. So when I finally get to row 2, page 2, I'll have one less stitch that I have to do. Because I can plan ahead sometimes. Again, future me will be very pleased with that. But that comes with mastery of the craft. Is you can look ahead and go, this will be easier from here than having to haul out and just do a single stitch in the ass end middle of nowhere. Okay. Is 1, 2, 3, 4. Gap of 4. That. 2, 3, 4, 3. And I'm still covered in black spray paint from where I was doing work on my display units. Okay, there. Now we focus in on over here. I am going to figure fine. And like if I missing a stitch, like Pixie, I know. You're fine. I don't know why you're crying. You are fine. Well, Pixie was crying, so now I'm I'm paying the tax. Go pay. Because let's be fair, I'm a sucker, and I don't like my dogs to be sad. I know everybody is completely surprised that I spoil my dogs rotten and I as much as I hold a line, I do cater to a lot of their whims. Not every whim, but many of them. Okay, it's not worth the jump. I did the 2. I'm just gonna end the piece straight. Well, the plan, like, I was like with Divine, how I had the finished product up behind the chat. It will be. I mean, I have a very diminished view of what you guys see, and I'm pretty sure that, like, on mobile, I should really utilize my UX skills to make sure that my design is both mobile friendly and big screen friendly. And let's be fair, seeing the finished product of Call Dance will make a lot of people clutch their pearls, because it's Call Dance, like, for real. He is not for the faint of heart. Captain Penis is not for the faint of heart. And that is why I have to fight the intrusive thoughts of bringing him down and showing him off to the fairgrounds. Because the amount of pearl clutching that would occur, I might even give a few people a heart attack. But it might be worth it. Okay, so. My Nana will definitely have to see. I will have to go down and visit my Nana for Call Dance in person. Mm-hmm. And because embroidery needles are dull, sometimes it gets hard putting in that last stitch of a full corner. Nope, that's not what I want. That is also what I don't want. Okay. Incoming ad break. Mhm. I got a yuck knot going on right now. But luckily, yuck knots are my specialty. There we go. Mhm. Get worried. There's a lot more here than I thought I would have left. Now we get to explore the mysteries of where did I mess up together. That area. Huh? Oh my goodness. Sometimes touch screens and I do not have friends. Oops. Mm-hmm. That one. Mm-hmm. And full disclosure, these three, there are three little dots. There's more of the color that is right. This area was like I couldn't reach it, and they were solo colors, so I'm doing the reverse of what I did on this and going down to this page. um, is when I get to the color on this page here, I'll get the little spots over here. Because if it's all by its lonesome and like the next page has a huge clump that's relatively close by, I don't panic. Oh, doopy doopy doo. And I have three left, and I have, oh, it's so frustrating. Okay. all this for 3.5 stitches because I didn't have enough string. The cross stitcher's lament. Or anybody who, the fiber artist lament. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Gotta say, I love how the smallest birds have like the biggest songs. I'm listening out my window and I'm hearing some of the wrens just wail on it, and they are so loud. I'm like, you go, little wrens, you go. Mm. Let's make sure before I put the color away that I got all of it. Okay, so now I have 909 as my next color. I'm gonna put 803 all the way. I suspect 909 is a green. Well, no, I know 909 is a green. I suspect it fills in all the dots here. A little, of course, I moved I moved something. Little dots here. Guys, stop crying, please, thank you. No, you're fine. Pixie, lay down, relax. You are fine, my fair lady. So defeated. No. Get him a Kong toy? I mean... Yeah, oh, well... I don't chew on people, but I kind of get that. $809 is all the... 803. 803 is what it was. I don't know why I thought it was 809. No. Mm. Another beautiful green. Yeah, thunderstorms are bad. He just wants to make sure that the new bathroom is watertight. Okay. I can already see that there are some areas where. And I was correct. 909 fills in all of this white here. Yeah. Well, they mind you, it's only 10:30. No, it's 11. 11. They said today was supposed to get up to 80, so. But my house is weird. It's sometimes it's cool. A lot of the time it's cooler than it is outside, but sometimes it's just okay. At least actually, I'm gonna start at this end. I'm gonna do a rare and go from right to left. Oh my god. Okay. I'm trying to do as little jumping and cutting and snipping as possible. So I'm trying to big picture, little picture things. And it's kind of working out. Let's see. Yeah, it is definitely humid here. Mhm. We've barely cracked 200 stitches, and I figured because of just the nature of what I have left today. Oh, I'm gonna be so frustrated if I don't finish the page before stream ends. You guys might miss out on the horribly annoying parts. Or I have to go back and go, where did I miss this color? Ah. So tonight I have 3 carts. It's going to be a night. Closing in the leaf colors. Doopy doopy doo. Ooh, that's a hyper focus if I ever heard one. Guys, no! Pixie! Did her car door slam. Sorry, had to holler at them. They're like, we can't prove anything, Mom, but we just heard a car door close. The reason they can't prove anything is because I blocked all their view. Pixie, lay down, please. Oh, the complaints. Mm-hmm. And we are definitely going to have a page turner today. Because I have 909 in this little area here and there. And then I have the last color, which is, what is it? It's 3857, which I suspect is this spot right here. And there's a couple of dots, like the two dots up here really have me questioning. I think it might be the last color too, but that's it. This has been the almost done this color, and then you gotta you gotta start a new string kind of day. Part of the reason why I don't like doing like the smaller colors on stream is because changing string and color takes time. Trying to figure out if my headache is a sugar crash or just a headache. What game is it? Because yesterday I got caught on a door and I have to fill out the paperwork to get a replacement, but I got caught on a door and popped off my sensor. So I have no sensor for another 13 days because insurance only pays for the exact amount of days. At least when I was able to put my sensor on my thigh, I could have it covered in pants. So now, hole 3. And then there's also the game of scanning where it says I have open stitches and seeing if it's legit or not, or if I just didn't highlight it at the time when I was stitching. Mhm. Doo-doo-doo. I'm just making sure that I have all of it highlighted, and I do. There we go. Geesh, there's not a whole lot of 909 doesn't have a whole lot of stitches left. I'll get a. I suspect that I'm gonna get a complete color finish of this color soon, because there's only 166 stitches in the entire project left of 909. So that color's not gonna be a big one. And that makes me happy because then I can put it away. Oh. Last marked color, because I know there's stitches that I missed. I know that I have to audit the page after I'm done. After I'm done, then I can go on to the next. 7. There we go. Oops, upside down. Whew. Okay, so 3857 is the last color we got going on. 3857. Is it what I thought? It is exactly what I thought it was. Now for me, I have okay, so let's read 32. Like I'm looking at the arm here, and I'm like, what's going on? Nice. Yeah, it's supposed to be hot. Okay, so there's that. No. That is so weird. Okay, so 3857 is what we're gonna tackle. 38, 38, 52. Well, that's frustrating. 3857. Let's see if I have it over here. $38.57 is over at Call Dance. Oh, I turned off a monitor. My bad. I need to turn on the AC honestly in here because it's getting steamy. And steamed raw is not a great thing. Okay. Mm. 38. So, I was right. 3857 is all of this. In a random, the two dots that I was wondering about is a color that I didn't even have written down. So maybe it's good that, and it's the only two dots on the entire page. But I'm gonna get 3857 done, and then I'm gonna call it a page finish because when I audit it, it's just one or two colors here and there. And sometimes it's because I have oopsie doodles and I mean, I'm gonna stay on till 11:55, and you guys can sit while I audit and fill in the blank spots. But ooh, that's the rough thing about getting back on a regular schedule and whatnot for all my stuff and stuff. No. We like chill. I'm gonna grayscale and make sure that this is all of this color. sometimes when it starts getting nitpicky is I gotta grayscale the pattern. I don't like to, but I will. Mm. Okay, so officially, we've got the page all done. But now I'm going through and I'm auditing. I've used a flat color, um, so I can see where the blanks are, uh, and I can essentially just select and audit as it were. It's not very exciting, but it's what I'm doing. What you guys are stuck with. But page finish. Page finish. Let's see. This is let's see if I can get the whole thing in the that. Save for like it's literally like 10 stitches, but I still have to go through and figure out the color and fill it in and all that fun. But I can even make it a little less. But for the next 10 minutes, before I give stats and whatnot, because I don't even know what's going on. Okay, so next time we work on call dance, it will be on page 3. But for now, let's see. Yeesh. Let's see if I have the colors that I need. Is it 154? No, that's not what I need. 154. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted right here. I'm gonna step away for a hot sec to shove the dogs outside. And while yes, I know it's only for 5 minutes, I'm tired of listening to them, so I will be right back. There. There we go. Okay, this is a little frustrating now. There we go. Maybe. Okay. This can go back. So this is just the audit process of where I turn the page flat, and I see where I have missing stitches and where the page thinks I have missing stitches. And I see if they match. And if they do, I fill it in. And sometimes, like when they're on the edge, on the very edge, or just even just a little bit in, I don't pay it too much attention because there's a good chance that I will be filling it in. So these two weird dots. I don't know why I didn't have it marked down. I don't. It is a nice day outside, so don't worry. The Sheppies will get their ball thrown after stream. I have a whole list of shit I gotta do, but they'll get their ball thrown for a little bit. And tomorrow they'll be outside. Well, not tomorrow. Because tomorrow is nap before I have to go into work day. The 154 is actually a very large. There's over 13,000 stitches of this color, so I bet it's skin tone. Where skin tone? Let me zoom up. Oh yeah. Oh, it's skin tone. But for now, it is simply grapevine. So one of my favorite colors in DMC is 550. It's close to a royal brown.